Let's talk about distractions and more specifically, distracting yourself with future problems. Distractions are everywhere, and those distractions can sometimes disguise themselves as activities that look and feel productive, but that are actually slowing us down and keeping us from achieving our goals. Now, I like to define distractions as anything that is taking us away from what matters. Now, the beauty in this is that you get to define what matters to you, which also means only you can really say what a distraction is for you. One of my favorite quotes by Nur Eyal is, in order to call something a distraction, you need to know what it is distracting you from. Now, coaching my clients, there is one type of distraction that comes up a lot. And I want to share my thoughts on it and how you can avoid this in your own business so that you can stay focused on your goals. One of the most common ways we distract ourselves is by trying to solve future problems before addressing the challenges we face right now. Now, this kind of distraction is tricky because it feels like we're still making progress towards our goal. And although we still have our goal in our sights, we're not actually focusing on the next best action that is going to get us there. We're focused on future action instead of the most important next step. Now, the problem with this is that the future step we think we are going to need to take will probably change because as we take action, we get feedback, right? We get clarity by taking action. And more often than not, the plan we had in the beginning isn't always the exact same plan we ended up following in the end. And if we're focused on future actions instead of actually doing the next best step right now, we won't get that valuable feedback. Now, this means that we're spending a lot of time thinking about things and perhaps even taking a lot of action on those things, but we've, in essence, skipped a few very important steps. And this will delay progress. So let me give you a few examples of what this might actually look like in your business. So let's say you have a goal of writing your first book. A distraction could be researching how to market the book when you haven't actually written that first chapter yet. Another example is if you have the goal of introducing a new service to your business or into your business, right? A distraction could be investing in tools for scaling that service when you haven't actually validated the offer yet. Another example is launching a podcast. A distraction could be focusing on getting sponsors before you've even recorded your first few episodes. So why do we do this? Now, there are a few key reasons. And the first biggest one is the fear of not being in control. We want to be prepared for every possible scenario, which makes it harder to focus on the now, right? We want to see the whole staircase. We want certainty that things will pan out the way we planned. The second reason we do this is because of the illusion of progress, also called productivity masking. We feel like we're productive, but it's actually a form of procrastination. And this can keep us in cycles of busy work, not really moving the needle on the goals that we have set for ourselves. And number three, it is part of our brain's safety mechanism, right? We're afraid to take the immediate action because it takes us out of our comfort zone. It's easier to focus on something that is in the distant future than it is to take the action we need to take right now. Our brains are wired to avoid discomfort, to seek pleasure, usually in the form of instant gratification, and to conserve energy. And if we want to achieve big goals and make our business a success, then we're going to have to get uncomfortable, delay gratification, and take massive action. Everything your brain does not want to do. So the question is, how do we avoid these distractions and stay on track? The first thing you need to do is you need to set clear short-term goals. Make sure you're clear on what the goal is. Now, I like having a long-term goal, a 3-year plan, and a shorter-term 90-day goal that aligns with that 3-year plan. Secondly, identify your current priority. What is the one thing that you should focus on that will move you closer to your goal? Research shows that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. So focusing on one thing at a time ensures better progress. Thirdly, it's all about awareness. Noticing when you are distracting yourself and just being very honest with yourself and checking in regularly. Noticing when you're avoiding discomfort, when your brain is offering you something else that feels like more fun or something more important in the moment. The more you build the awareness and then gently bring yourself back, the faster you will catch yourself and get yourself back on track. Number 4, weekly planning. Plan your entire week ahead instead of planning day by day. When we plan for the week in advance, we can be more intentional rather than risking impulsive decisions that can take us away from what matters most. And number 5, accountability. Find an accountability partner or system to help you stay on track. According to studies, having an accountability partner can increase your chances of success by 65%. 65%. And if you share regular updates with that partner, your success rate actually goes up to 95%. So here is your actionable takeaway. I want to leave you with one key question to ask yourself every day. What is the most important next step that will get me to my goal? Remember, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to keep ourselves busy with 100 things, but we will move way faster if we focus on one thing at a time. I'll see you again next week.